Massachusetts has lost $90 million in disaster prevention funding. This is after the Trump administration canceled a program to bring that aid here to the Commonwealth. The cancellation, it is set to affect 18 communities across our state. Our Jericho Tran is going to start us off tonight in studio with more on what these cuts they mean for the state. Jericho.
Well, Colton, we'll start with the good news, which is there aren't any immediate impacts to coastal resilience projects in the state, but there's a lot of concern for how this will affect the specific areas prepping for and recovering from severe weather. A $90 million cut to disaster prevention aid here in the Bay State, causing concern for the future.
Come up with ways, including federal support, to be able to deliver the coastal resilience we need in the 2030s and beyond.
The millions coming from the Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities program, once within FEMA, providing disaster relief to areas across Massachusetts.
There seems to be an attack on projects, an attack on folks that are living in these kind of communities and living in our states.
FEMA announced the discontinuation of the grant program weeks ago, calling it, quote, wasteful and ineffective.
FEMA has become an organization just overrun with administration gobbledygook.
Massachusetts Emergency Management and the Department of Conservation and Recreation losing millions, while Chelsea and Everett took the largest cut with $50 million from their island and river coastal flood resilience projects.
So the flooding at the island end area of Chelsea and Everett has been getting worse over time, and we know that in a few short years it's going to the flooding will take over that whole entire region.
Governor Maura Healey criticizing the move, saying this makes our communities less safe and will increase costs for residents, municipalities, and businesses. This while others disagree.
We'll make the case that this is protecting an existing neighborhood from near-term risks and protecting existing infrastructure.
The Trump administration has every right to reformat spending to make it conform to its own goals. The goals of the Trump administration is helping people.
And there's still a lot of questions as to how this money is going to be secured. City and state officials say they plan on working with local communities and the federal government to try and find another way to secure funding. In studio, Jericho Tran, NBC 10 Boston.